5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Look at that drainage.
Or it's like, well, that was a lot in that one.
See, I understand that because that's their profession. If you just for pleasure
which I do.
watch pimple popping videos while eating, I now understand why you don't realize when someone is flirting with you.
I now understand why you're called rapey.
Reaper. It's Reaper.
It's rapey.
For this session, it's rapey.
Oh, God.
For the rest of the time that I know you.
In our heart of hearts, it's rapey.
We all know the truth.
Really? You just literally admitted to voluntarily eating and watching pimple popping sessions.
And a lot of just like
He
surgery
probably
videos.
browses our what the fuck and finds videos.
Surgery videos are actually really cool.
Yeah. Or like people get messed like video of somebody like all dragged across
No.
a roadway
reminds
after
He
a car
looks at
crash.
/r what the fuck and specifically looks for the NSFL tags.
That's it.
Plug into Reddit 50-50.
Yeah, 50-50.
I keep clicking until I get the right image I want. I want that fucked up one.
Yeah. There's one video I remember
Hardcore.
seeing that where a guy jumped off, it was like a ledge.
Oh, yeah.
He jumped off of it and ended up not going straight into the water and hitting kind of a corner. And so they had a video of him going into the emerge and his head was literally split open.
Oh, nice.
And somebody was holding
Leaning
his head
it
together.
together.
Holding it together, and he had like a breathing tube down his throat.
Keep him
I
alive.
was just like, I was staring at it just in amazement.
See,
And
like-
that's why you don't cut corners.
See, yes, because the corners cut you,
Corners cut back.
See, and I watch.
especially in Russia.
I don't watch that stuff like daily, but sometimes it pops
Oh, yeah.
up, and
all
I
that
get
stuff
curious.
does not faze me. Whereas you see the fail videos where someone like falls down, smack head, I'll go ooh ah ee. But where if someone's like got their gut spill on the floors, I'm like ooh yeah ooh you see that there and oh or
all
someone
the
got
viscera.
Start identifying.
yeah like one of my favorite shots is a fucking 50 cal shot to the head. It
Did you just
fucking
say,
looks
sorry, one of your favorite?
yes. It's a very interesting shot.
Did they do it in slow mo?
No, it's the aftermath of what happens to your
What
head
it
once it's
looks
been
like.
shot by a 50 cal.
Ah.
Yeah.
Pretty much nothing left, right?
It's like that. It's your head.
Oh, like just
Yeah, like the picture was his
Like
face
Predator.
is fine. No. The bottom parts of his face fine. Starts to go up to his eyebrows and forehead. That's
Yeah.
when and then it just splits open.
that's
and just
crazy.
open. Yeah.
Reminds me when my dad told me he
Big cavity.
once shot a gopher with his most powerful rifle.
Yep.
So for reference, this is the same rifle that he's used to cut down a tree.
Nice.
There wasn't a gopher anymore. There was nothing left.
Nice.
It literally exploded.
So he red misted.
Yeah. Eagles is like, I don't know how to react to all of this.
Okay, so on that note, where do you want to take this?
Oh, I have a question for you. Did you actually watch the baby come out?
No.
No, you couldn't.
It had nothing to do with that. I was up the other end.
Oh,
making
so
sure,
you were like-
she was okay.
Yeah.
We also had when our birth was an emergency C-section, so
See, my brother.
Will you watch for the second one?
no.
My brother
He's hoping
saw.
that was also an emergency C-section.
I don't care if it's coming out naturally. I'm still not watching it unless you want me passed out on the floor.
Yeah. My brother actually caught a peek of it,
Yeah.
and now he can't stand seeing a lot of blood or like anything really gory.
There is
again-
nothing in my mind that is beautiful about the actual birthing process of a
Nothing.
baby.
No,
Nothing
yeah.
is
There is
beautiful.
nothing
It's disgusting.
in my mind. And I know that there's some people who will find that beautiful. They're like, the birth of a child, it's a magical
it's
experience.
disgusting.
And that is great for you.
But in the
Fuck
moment,
it. I don't want to see it. I'm going to stand up here. I'm going to hold my wife's
stay
hand.
behind the curtain.
I'm going to get it crushed. Tell her everything's okay. Well, she yells at me and says, "Don't fucking tell me everything's gonna be okay. You don't fucking know that everything's gonna be okay." Not that she did that because she was on so many drugs that she didn't feel anything.
Yeah, which is not bad. I mean, I'd
But
rather be that than like.
if it was
in
natural
pain.
birth, I'm sure that's how it's gonna happen. And watch my hand get broken, and then I will hold my child when its umbilical cord is cut, when it's nice and clean,
Yeah.
And I'm good. And I'm like, this is cute. This is the very first image I want of my child. Cute, not zombie, put it back! Just put it back!
So make sure she gets an epidural.
Wait, so your first reaction is put it back, not kill it? It's a zombie. Put it back.
It's a zombie.
Oh, it's a zombie. No, put it back. Put it back. I don't want it.
Baby, right?
Pass.
Yeah.
Take it back to the shop.
This one's not done developing yet. No.
Clearly at this point, not thinking straight. Like, it's not like it's baby, so survival instincts aren't kicking in.
Yeah.
It's just shock instincts. Shock instincts aren't as good as survival instincts. It's just like my wife and I. Have you ever seen that a Facebook post that goes around where it's got like the field full of spiders between the cars, and it's like, if your significant other was on the other side of this, what would you do? Or would you? I'm like, fuck it, she's dead. And she looks at me and she's like, what? And I'm like, I'm not going through that for you. And she's like, I would go through it for you. And I'm like, it's not my problem, you're dumb. I'm like, what? And this is the thing. It's like that stupid song that's all like, I would catch a grenade for you, jump in front of a train, throw my hand on a blade for you. No, I would not. Maybe I would jump on a grenade because I could save someone. I'm not going to jump in the fucking front of a train for you. What use is that?
It's not that.
We're both just dead.
So
There's nothing romantic about that. Now my son is an orphan.
He might be better off though.
Could be a superhero now.
There's no.
It brings up a valid point.
There's no radiation.
I know where my son goes if we die. He's now an orphan.
That's the first
There is
step.
no superhero
That's
coming.
the first step.
But it's like, it's things like that when you see these couples, like the Romeo and Juliet syndrome, where they're like, oh, I'll do this insane thing. No, how does that help anyone involved? I'm not going to walk through the field of poisonous spiders to save you because I will die. I will not save you, I will just be dead. I'm sorry, I don't know how you got in the middle of the field of poisonous spiders. If you got there of your own free will, you're stupid, and you probably deserve this. If someone put you there, I will try and avenge you.
But the way most couples
In the
see
afterlife.
it is that it's the hypothetical question. So the hypothetical you going, yes, I would do that, shows your commitment and love for that
The
person.
hypothetical me says, fuck that, I wouldn't because I'm logical.
So then they say, okay, we're done, you break up.
We didn't.
Most situations,
At that
that's
point,
what
it's
it is.
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, because I think
Yeah.
if somebody puts an ultimatum like that on you, they're not really worth.
If someone was
no.
literally willing to break up with you because they said, like, if there was some sort of random situation where there was zero chance that you could actually save them, like no physical chance. If you tried, you were going to die, and they were still going to die, regardless of your effort to save them. And they were going to break up with you for feeling that way, for not wanting to do it because it was pointless.
Understandable.
Especially when you're talking about it in a logical standpoint. Like, if we're just having you sitting here and having a conversation about it, there's no adrenaline. Like, maybe in the moment, my love would kick in, my adrenaline would kick in, and maybe I would go and do it. But when you're sitting here and there's no fear, there's no real danger, and you're giving me a moment to think through it logically, I'm going to go,
no.
Would you rather me run in there and attempt to save you and die and leave our kid alone, or say, thank you for your sacrifice, I will do the best to raise our child to love the memory of his mother?
And we'll ignore that she was dumb and got herself stuck in a field.
Yeah. We're gonna forget that ever happened.
Redacted.
Yeah.
Which I like asking and answering the questions, because then you find out when the person, if they answer truthfully, what they're actually really like and how they would react to the situation. You find out who they are.
Now, if you wanted to really get someone's reaction like that, because my reaction is different, take my kid and put them in the middle of that field of spiders, everything changes.
Yeah.
Because, yes, I'm going in.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because I don't care if I leave my wife she's not orphaned. She's got people.
She's an adult.
She's an adult. Some, whatever reason that my kid is in the middle of those field of spiders is not his fault.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to go and try it. It's a completely different thing.
Because you brought
I'm sorry, you're an adult. Fuck it.
Yeah. You brought this human into this world. You protect them.
That's a lot like my brother. He said, I was talking about my niece, and he said I would do anything for her. Like, literally anything. Anything she needed, anything she wanted, I would do for her. So it's in the same vein. I think with kids it's a bit different because they're so young, they have such a full life ahead of them. And I'm not saying that you're old or any of us in the room are old, but we have lived.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who's turned 30, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's next.
You're almost
I'm last.
Yeah.
almost
I'm
there.
older.
26.
Okay, I'm older than you.
Rapey's a baby.
He's a baby.
He's the youngest.
Are you really?
He's a baby. Yes, he is. I know. 27-year-old dating a 26-year-old. So taboo.
Man, if this was
I'm
high
such a
school,
cradle
it'd be
robber.
so awful.
I know.
Or he's a cougar.
Yeah. No, I'm the cougar.
Let's say it's cougar hunter. I paused.
Oh, cougar hunter.
You don't get cougar status until 40.
You don't know that.
So I'm a cradle robber.
Yeah, pretty sure I've got the authority in this room on sexual statuses and things like that. Any money says I've got the authority on it.
You're not my real mom.
Prove it.
How do you know?
You slept with a MILF?
Yeah.
I've slept with everything. Like, let's be honest.
This is where I can score the brownie points. Yeah, I sleep with my wife all the time.
Oh. Hi-oh!
And this is where I don't make the obvious joke of we said MILF.
She is a mother.
And I'd like to fuck her.
And he does.
You do know the obvious joke wasn't there, because at the start of the broadcast, it was a lot of comments about her boobs. So...
Now I'm curious. Now I want to know what her boobs look like. Do they look different, though, because now she's had kids? Or do they look the same?
Well, right now they're bigger than normal.
They're probably gigantic.
Because,
Yeah.
you know,
Production.
pregnant.
I know. I understand.
But,
He had no idea how to process that.
Oh, I know.
No.
That's okay.
the same but bigger. I don't know how to describe.
Okay.
They're still just. I look at them and drool. I'm happy whenever they get to come out, especially because my youngest stopped breastfeeding, so they're like mine again.
Yeah.
For a couple months.
Yeah. And then,
That's okay. I will cherish my couple of months that I get my wife's breasts back. They are why I married. I mean, they are part of the
They're part of the woman you love.
Okay, so I have a question then for all the guys in the room because I'm the only girl.
So for us.
Yeah, boobs or butt?
But
Boobs.
Really,
since
butt?
your wife doesn't have
That
a
makes
butt.
me really sad.
We've had this conversation.
I know, but my butt isn't as nice as my boobs.
Because your wife doesn't have a butt.
See, I'm the outlier.
Wait,
though.
so butt?
Nope.
Your boobs?
Nope. I'm a body man.
Really?
I like
The full package?
the female figure.
Yeah, but that's not answering my question.
No, the question is boobs
Preference.
or
Yeah.
butt.
If you have to pick between which one,
Yeah.
What's your
You don't get
preference between
option
those two?
C.
Depends on the woman. I can't just pick one or the other. It will depend on the woman.
You have to see the full package?
It would
if
depend
she's
on
got
the
nice
woman.
boobs, I'm a boob man. If she's got nice ass, I'm an ass man. I am just whatever you need me to be.
Well, yeah, it depends on the woman. If she has great tits compared to an ass, then yeah, I'll be towards her tits. But
Well, that's everybody.
But what if they were... Take this hypothetical chick who has
Yep.
an amazing rack and a great ass.
Yep.
So take my wife.
Both, like, in terms of if you were to rate them, they both rate the same.
Yeah.
Which would you prefer? And you have to pick one.
Now it's gonna bug me. I want to know what they look like. I'm picturing them.
Probably boobs. Probably. But
So boobs.
probably.
So 50-50.
But
Butt.
yeah,
Split
'cause
50-50 split
yeah,
in the room. It was butt.
yeah.
I
Boobs,
say
boobs.
I say boobs.
But yeah, I like the female figure.
Yeah.
But see, you're biased because you just finished saying that you have way nicer boobs than you do a butt. And so,
Yeah.
of course, you're going to be attracted to what you feel is your best feature.
Yeah, exactly. I can still have an opinion though.
No.
Yeah.
No.
The butts say no.
But no.
Now, if you
but-
you want to say that
Which butt?
butts
'Cause
are
there's
what they're
two.
the most attractive.
There are two butts.
There's not two butts. I swear to God, I will murder you in your sleep.
You have two butts.
No, they're butt cheeks.
But one, but two.
Oh my fucking God.
I want to go back a topic. Back to gore.
Butt
Why did this conversation about boobs
No,
and
it-
butts remind you of gore?
No, it's not.
What
no.
happened?
Really, really weird
It
point.
doesn't matter what you segue in. You have to leave that in there because you just validated rapey. Regardless of where you go from here.
Fine.
Well, speaking about boobs or butt, let's go back to the topic about gore. Okay, Rapey, yeah.
No. It's not because that made me think about it. I've been waiting to segue back into this. I was just waiting for that pause.
Continue.
Okay, Rapey.
But going back to, blood and gore, there, at least for me, and I would somewhat think normal people as well, there is a big difference between actual seeing it in real life and on a screen. I have watched so much fucked up shit on a screen. Nothing. Whatever. Because it's on a screen. Mm-hmm. There is that separation. If I were to see that in real life,
you'd probably
I would probably be just fucking dead. Like, not dead, but I'd just be like struck, like in shock completely. I wouldn't know what to do.
So here's the thing, from my personal experience, in terms of wounds that I've seen, like I'm talking like huge ones.
Yeah. Talk about every day.
Big gaping wounds.
Anyway, seeing that, say, on a computer screen or a video of somebody working on one like that, shut up, it didn't really affect me.
Yeah.
Like, they were bleeding, they were infected, what have you, but it didn't, I don't know, it still didn't have that effect on me. So I think it really depends on the person, whereas, you can see on a TV screen all sorts of things, like people being decapitated and, like,
I've seen actual decapitations.
Stuff like that, right? Now, that's a little more serious than...
A lot of the Mexican cartels have released their decapitation videos.
But you sat there and watched
No. I searched for it. That's the fucked up part. I went looking for it.
God.
Because I was told about it. I'm like, ooh, I want to go watch
There's
that.
actual live decapitations online?
Yes.
Hold on a second. Let me just... Mexican cartel decapitations.
You know
what? Fat.
But that's
Except that part.
Do us all a favor. Never get arrested where they're gonna look at your fucking search history.
But here's the thing, that
Actually,
I think...
no.
Different computer, so.
No. I don't care what it is. You need to program something on your phone that's a quick button that if you ever fucking get arrested for anything...
Just deletes all my shit.
Ever. No. You just... It either sends a message to myself, or Chainer, or Raska, or whatever, and we go and just burn your house down. Just flame it.
This podcast is going to be on the internet.
I don't care.
Internet's forever.
I think that's just a curiosity factor. Because I've had moments...
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. I've had moments where it'll be, say... I'm searching something, and it's like, this happened in history or whatever, and I want to see what happened. So I go search for it. It's a curiosity factor. You just want to know, kind of...
I'm sorry. I've just never had the curiosity factor of... Can I see
watch a man
someone die today?
No, well...
In a really fucked up way.
The only
Not
one...
even just die, like, I want to see you die fucked up.
No, alright. You want to hear what...
Really die, not like horror videos.
You want to hear the two things I won't watch? Coming from the fucked up guy, I won't watch 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
It's all fake.
That don't care.
Chocolate ice cream.
And I also won't watch the Pain Olympics.
My
Even
brother
though...
watched that and ate popcorn.
I know what it is. Won't affect me. That's not something I'm going to watch.
Won't watch 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
But I'll watch a man get
Mexican cartel decapitations. Sign me up.
Exactly.
Where's the contract?
Going back to the real life versus watching stuff, though.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, get in there, girl.
I don't search that stuff out at all, so I don't really ever watch. I'll see the links. I'm like, I have no interest in watching this whatsoever.
It's when people show it to
in real
you.
life, it's like, as an example, a while back, there was a shooting on my street.
Yep.
And we hear people screaming. And here's the contrast as well. She doesn't, I don't know how much random shit like that you search up when you're watching stuff.
I don't have a gauge. It's like once in a while.
Okay.
I just get curious.
Probably more than me still. And she works with wound care and all that stuff regularly. She immediately kind of froze.
I was like panicking because okay. So when I got to the door, this was already when the gunshots had gone off. I got to the door and I was looking to see what was happening, and I saw the car drive away. It was after the car drove away that the screaming started.
Because that's when people found them.
That is what got me.
Well, we didn't actually see anyone who was hurt.
No.
It's the other people who would have.
But then,
something.
so she kind of freezes with that. And my immediate reaction, the guy who doesn't watch any of this, is I'm gonna go out there and check to see if someone's hurt. Like,
but again, that's
instantly.
also your background though. You are a nurse.
So she.
Yeah, so am I though.
Mm-hmm.
But I froze up.
And she's actually more qualified to, if we find someone who's hurt, she's more qualified to take care of them than I am because I'm still in school.
Yeah.
And she literally does wound care as like daily.
Thank you for pointing my fault out.
It's not really a fault.
No, it's not at all.
I'm probably a little old school on this topic though too. I think it also goes back to man versus woman, protector, hunter gatherer.
Yeah,
We are a
too.
protecting role.
You got me beat. I hear gunshots. I'm not coming to the fucking door. I'm not going anywhere near it for at least 30 minutes.
But what was weird about it was that it was the scream that got me. Mm-hmm. Here's another example of that.
Was it a woman's scream or a man's scream?
A woman. But here's another example of when I froze up. Mm-hmm. I was watching a birth when I was in school, and I was doing the maternity child rotation. I was watching a birth, and everything was going fine, and then they gave the episiotomy, which is they snip the vagina essentially so the baby can come out.
Right.
So as soon as they I know, I'm sorry. So they snip.
Yeah, because a lot of time it'll actually tear too.
It does, yeah.
They snip
but
so that it doesn't tear.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation.
So they snipped, and then she let out like a blood-curdling scream. And that's what got me. As
Was
soon
it the
as
same kind of scream?
Well, it wasn't repeated. It was just like a long scream, and then she stopped. And then she was just like obviously in pain. And so that's what I had to sit down.
I think that's more of an emotional shock for you though. It's not a physical.
But it was the same feeling I got when I heard
because
that.
And it was also a scream.
That's an emotional scream.
Yeah.
It's not a danger, gore, it's
Danger, Will Robinson! Danger! Danger!
Because even the person, they're screaming from an emotional place. So
Yeah,
you're
of
connecting
course.
with that emotion. That's what's shocking you is that emotion.
But here's the thing, I didn't cry, I wasn't upset. I needed to sit down.
Yeah, you shut down.
Because I kind of felt a little bit dizzy seeing the cut and then everything happened and
because of the scream.
Yeah, exactly. But before that I was fine.
It's that's that emotional connection.
It's so weird.
I bet you if that woman hadn't screamed either here or on that tape, you would have been fine.
Yeah. It's just a weird...
It's that emotional scream.
Yeah, it's like...
That's what it is.
It's just the sound, too. Like, when you hear somebody screaming, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, down the street.
In, like
she was...
top of her lungs, blood-curdling scream.
It was...
Yeah, from basically just a few houses down.
And that's what got me, was when the scream started. If I didn't hear that, I would have been like, okay, who's hurt? What's going on? Like, what's the next step?
What's the situation? Let's go.
But the thing is, as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh god, somebody's like fucking laying open somewhere, just with gunshots all over them.
And no bodies, like no blood, nothing.
Yeah, they found
that's the thing. Because you're conditioned to movies and TV shows. Someone gets shot. Oh god, I'm bleeding. Blah, 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 blah. Look at all the blood everywhere.
No, but I mean, it was weird.
People don't bleed up
like
much.
They checked hospitals and everything and found nothing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So
they didn't go to hospital. Or they went to a
vet or something.
Further hospital.
Yeah.
Mafia doctor.
Well, yeah, a lot of them go to vets.
They have
their own doctors and vets, actually.
Yeah.
You say a lot of them. You're just fucking quoting what you've seen on TV. No one just goes to a vet. No one just walks up and knocks on the back of a vet door, and they're like...
You're talking to the guy who searches a lot of weird shit and watches a lot of documentaries. I do a lot of research.
This
for the random
is
shit.
Canada.
I'm not saying in Canada.
That's where the gunshot happened.
Is it? Yeah. Toronto's not Canada.
Toronto is Canada.
No, Toronto is Toronto.
Do you know how many gun deaths there are in Toronto in a year?
More than Canada.
Compared to, I don't know, let's say our neighbors to the south have in a week?
Let's say a weekend.
Because it's equivalent. We have about as many gun shooting deaths in Canada in 1 year that America has in 1 week. Yeah. And sometimes a day.
Yeah.
I was going to bring up something else. When they, that whole controversy with like Black Lives Matter and all that stuff. I'm not going to make this a newscast, but like that video that they posted where that guy got shot. I can't remember his name.
Guy got shot?
I know, the first video that came out, I can't remember his name. Alton?
Antoine?
Is it Antoine? That was Alton.
No, it would have been Antoine. I think it was like Antoine Jackson or something.
No.
I know. You're thinking Antoine Dodson.
Anywho.
But yeah, when I watched that video with the gunshots, it kind of bugged me, but I think if I was there in person, it would be the same situation where you like physically see somebody getting shot and like
and
blood and then dying. Like when I watched the video from the comfort of my own home, it was
because you're not seeing that extinguishing of life. You're not seeing that final light in their eyes leaving.
And we should probably just clarify that you're talking about what kind of bugged you was seeing someone get shot, not kind of bugged you seeing a black man get shot.
Oh, no. Just like
just because you did open it up and talking about
because
the controversy around hashtag Black Lives Matter.
Because
that kind of said it wrong.
Well, that was just in the context of where the video came from.
Yeah, the video came from that whole... Yeah. Well, it started kind of uproaring that whole movement, is what I meant. It's weird how the human brain works.
I just realized...
Yes.
Don't think you need to change the title of your podcast.
What's the title?
Potentially harmful.
Actually, sorry.
That's the name of the podcast.
Yeah.
I need you to change the name of your podcast.
You just gotta remember
to remove the potentially.
the parent company is Murder Bus.
There isn't a parent company. There is no company. You are not. There is no media company here. If you were an actual media company, I charge an appearance fee. And that's actually true.
Well, that's the logo we're going under, is from the Murder Bus. Murder Bus. You agreed to be here. You could have said no.
I don't think I really agreed to be here so much as Bob just said, do I want to be here? And I just do whatever he says most of the time.
Yeah, you do. Or do we want to continue or end it here?
I don't know how you continue after that.
Well, we have the topics.
Oh, they seem to have disappeared.
Murder, 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 death, death, boobs, gore, murder, murder, death, death, boobs.
Capitation.
Capitation.
Murder bus.
Murder bus. I'm done.
So do we want to end on a high note then? On a like, do you want to teeter off, or do we just cutting it?
Just.
He said teat.
Let's just decapitate this podcast.
Well,
what are your favorite sexual positions? And go.
Any. Please, for God's sake, any.
So I know this prostitute.
Yes.
Okay, if you're that desperate out there, you go for a prostitute. That's just a matter of money. You can get it any time you want if you're willing to go for a prostitute.
I've pretty much reverted back to a virgin. So
just so you're aware, you can't revert. As soon as you've had sex,
you don't grow your like hymen back.
Some women actually have.
What?
It's a very rare case, but some actually have.
Huh.
I'm actually surprised you know there's actually a medical disease where you will consistently grow your hymen.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And
you will be every time you have sex, you are a virgin.
Ow.
And it sad thing is, it actually regrows thicker and harder.
Yeah, it does.
So women actually have to get surgery to get it removed every time.
Snip. Yep.
Because it's so tough.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
But yeah.
The more you know.
But there's this new
position.
things. There's.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this a delicate topic for you?
There's fleshlights and sex dolls and prostitutes and both your hands.
Yeah, but they're not the same as being intimate with somebody.
He's about to
But
say
you
he
no.
broke the sex doll.
We didn't say.
No, it didn't have a
do
sex
you
doll.
want to be intimate with someone? You
they're
just said,
expensive.
"What's your favorite sexual position? How the fuck do you want to get off?" And I'm sorry, if you're just talking about straight up getting off, I'd almost prefer some of those sometimes because you could just be in and out and done. And I don't have to do any fucking
because
work.
I want it with a person.
He wants that emotion.
Well, we all can't get what we want. Oh, we can. It's called money, a prostitute, or there's this new magical thing that they've invented.
Mm-hmm.
It's a novel concept. No, it's not even learning how to flirt. It's called going out.
I don't have Pokemon Go yet. So I don't go out yet.
So here's what I'm gonna say. Like, I'm always sympathetic for when people are like, oh, you know, I can't find a relationship, I can't get a girl. It can be hard. It can be hard to find a relationship.
Trust me, I know. My big flaw is I don't go out and look.
Except Liam, he gets the girls all over him, even though he's with somebody. They flirt with him constantly, and I'm like, fuck off!
It's been worse since I started wearing a wedding ring.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because that makes me even more unattainable, so I get hit on 10 times more often.
A lot.
Almost every time my wife sends me to the store by myself, someone tries to give me a number.
Really?
Every time.
See, these are all things
she rarely
Man,
lets
I'm
me...
ugly.
Well, you also work in a warehouse full of dudes, so it doesn't quite count.
Oh, jeez. That's awesome. Oh.
Everyone just knows that you already have two partners.
We have a solution.
There's no
Wear
more
a
love left
wedding
in
ring.
your life.
Just do it.
Let's go buy one.
Yeah, go buy one. See what happens.
But then I would still have to go out. I don't go out.
Have it mailed to you.
What is the reason?
No. What, the woman?
Alright, I can give you one of the reasons that he doesn't go out.
What's the reason?
Have you met most of his friends?
Not
doesn't
most
really
of them.
Doesn't really have a lot of people to go out with.
I don't. Yeah, I also don't have a lot.
Are we talking like bar, like going out to the bar, going out
Anywhere.
Just going out. I also don't have a lot of single friends. I have a lot of couple friends and trying to go out.
I will toss this ring off and wingman you any day.
Yeah, I'll even go out. Like,
And by wingman, I mean throw them off me and get you some mercy pumps.
See, and that's the hard. That's the hard thing with myself too, is because I have a lot of girlfriends, but a lot of them are in relationships. So for me to say I have more guy friends who are single than I have girlfriends who are single, so it's difficult for me to say.
Females are the best wingman. Absolutely.
That's 100%. Sexist. It's not a wingman. It's a wing person. Jeez.
I like being called wingman.
You just called me sexist in a stereotypical gay voice.
Yeah, I know. That's the point.
I just feel bad because I know a lot of girls, but unfortunately they're already taken. Yep. And some of them by really, really stupid guys that I wish they weren't dating. But
have you considered a murder spree?
Yes.
She has.
Multiple times.
Oh, all right.
We've got someone who can help. Knows Colombian decapitation methods.
Mexican, not Colombian.
Whatever. I'm sure there's probably not much of a difference in their decapitation methods.
Yeah, steak knife versus machete, yes.
Dude knows his stuff. Don't try to fuck around with him.
Even my dog is just like, really? He's taking his head off the bed and is putting it against the table.
Just like, I'm done, fuck it.
Nobody answered my goddamn question.
Which was?
What's your favorite sexual position?
Any.
Oh, you were just specifically asking him.
Yeah, we thought you were specifically asking rapey,
like in general.
and I thought in his name it gave it away. Struggling.
All right.
I just brought up a topic because
okay,
I
fine,
was
yeah.
like,
I would have to say then...
Don't say missionary, I swear to God.
God, no.
If you say missionary, I will throw you out of
Why?
my house.
Why can't someone... You said what is their favorite sexual position. Why can't someone's favorite sexual position be missionary?
That's basic and lame.
Yeah. It's white girl.
But you're very
white
intimate
girl
with the
basic.
person, you're facing them, looking in their eyes, you're having a great moment. So good.
Shut up! That is just the exact position
Sex
that
is
it's
primal.
needed for a vagina to rub your dick in the way that makes you go,
That was fast. Wow. All right.
That's how awesome missionary is for him.
Okay, fine. No judgment. What are your favorite sexual positions, and go.
We don't just say go to the... Or, front with me? Okay, I would probably say cowgirl and 69.
Cowgirl.
Yep.
Cowgirl's good. 69 also good. Very good. Very good choices. Next.
Reverse cowgirl.
I
Preferably
wish-
Remember,
elevated.
ass man.
Yeah. But then you'd think bent over.
No.
Not always, no.
Really?
Cowgirl, yeah, you're still up top.
Because then you don't have to stare at her asshole.
It's nothing to do with that. A girl's ass, 9 times out of 10, when it's sitting and it gets squished up a little bit, way more attractive than when it's bent over. Plus, you're talking about not just what I'm looking at, but the position, the movement of the hips is what I like in the way.
Also,
When it goes there, especially if you arch and elevate up and lift them and then just get full hip movement going and you're just like... That's it.
A bingo!
Make that cookie
And,
dough.
in my experience, 100% success rate for both people.
Huh.
So,
See, that's one I haven't been very successful with. I think I need to practice more. It's just a very
But practice though
awkward-
doesn't always make perfect though.
I know.
Sometimes you just can't.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like,
if
I
you
don't
have
know.
troubles elevating, I apologize. It's gonna suck for you tonight.
Oh, my back. Oh, God, no.
why?
Because you just said you need to practice more.
And then he got a nice big grin.
Of course.
That's if she's practicing with you.
No. What's yours?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Well, we'll come back to you then.
That's not going to answer the question.
Well, think about it.
No,
All right,
no,
fine.
hold on a second,
What's
hold
your
on.
go-to position?
See, he knows the answer to both of these questions.
Yeah, I know.
It has nothing to do with him having no idea. He's just uncomfortable answering the question, which I respect.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I don't want to know how he does.
All right.
You respectively decline.
In our relationship, I break enough boundaries
For both of you.
for everyone involved. Plus, I know his favorite sexual position.
Okay.
Me.
Oh my god. Next.
Tay-Tay?
Either cowgirl or girl on her back, legs up towards her head.
Oh, yeah, yep.
I
Gymnastic.
don't know what that is called.
It's almost a pretzel.
It's not almost a pretzel. Have you fucking seen a pretzel?
He might be right in his earlier statement. He might be regressing back to virgin.
It is
Even
a
the
starter
dog.
pretzel.
Is
He's so confused. This poor dog.
I'm sorry.
what the fuck do you mean a pretzel? He's just like, look. He's like, fucking explain this shit to me.
Like, at this point, I feel like somebody's like, do we need to Google sexual position pretzel so you can see at least a relative idea of what a pretzel, or do we need to just Google what a pretzel looks like?
Okay.
Because they cross and they're intertwined. They're not just ass in the fucking air.
No, the
Laying
actual,
on the
the actual
back.
pretzel is just your legs crossed behind your head.
You say up by your head, not
Yeah, I
cross
just said
behind your
that's
head.
almost a pretzel. Almost.
That is not a pretzel at all.
Huh?
Pretzel's on the side. So like
They've changed the definition of pretzel then.
that's pretzel.
Yes.
That is not a pretzel.
That's pretzel.
That is
It's
not a
sideways.
pretzel.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely 100% a pretzel.
pretzel.
And that is
No.
also an amazing position for a guy if you want to like get off super fast.
Yeah, that's pretzel. This
no,
is something
it's not
else.
a pretzel.
It is a pretzel.
No.
As weird as it is, that doesn't seem like it would be pretzel, but that is pretzel. That was my
is-
first thought, because
No.
I was like, wait, pretzel isn't like twisting the head behind. No.
Where's the head going?
Twisting the legs behind the head.
So, back to those decapitation videos.
Oh my god.
Take the
What's
head off.
yours?
What's mine? You guys want to know what mine is?
You
Well,
asked.
No, we're just all gonna share,
Yeah.
except for Oscar. But you are completely safe from this.
Okay, cool.
No.
I would have to say my favorite is on my stomach with the guy pounding into me.
Face down in the
Yeah.
pillow. Go, you dirty bitch. Go,
Yeah.
take it.
And
Yeah.
I like cowgirl because I have more control, so it lets me kind of
Yeah. Go at your own pace and rhythm. It's not candy time.
So we candy time. If I fucking want candy. We are talking about favorite sexual position. I want my damn candy.
I need that sweetness.
Former reformed man whore. I am crutching right now. It's like you got me like tweaking. I need to go out on the street and fucking find some strange tangs.
Just start getting on pussy, pussy, pussy.
Oh my can't even. Holy shit.
So there's this kind of sketchy complex at the end of the road.
Might want to aim there.
Tune me up.
Just walk over there. It's a stone's throw.
2 or 3 spare condoms. Yeah,
He has a ton.
A bag full.
He has so many, it's ridiculous.
I'm not even kidding.
not like Magnum horns though. Not that big.
I have this one thing that's literally like a stack of condoms this much. Just
I could
in a
never
package.
do that. How is that even fucking possible?
at one point I brought home a box.
Someone
of condoms.
please say I'll show you.
That's just elevated cowgirl, essentially.
Yeah, but
Let me see.
Like,
No, because
what the fuck? Like, how?
you just
That is exactly what I just told you, except in reverse cowgirl.
Yeah, but
yeah because well
off the bed.
that's not well but if you
That's
look
not
at it
happening on my
from a
bed.
flat position he's
It's
just
not happening on his bed.
My bed's high.
yeah no but again
My bed's really high.
if you look at it just from a laying down position
Yeah.
he's just arching.
It's called AKA head rush.
Yeah, it is.
Rushing that head good.
I was trying to look for
I'm gonna try to find that pretzel.
hot seat. One is called hot seat.
Yeah, there's poop involved.
No, it isn't.
That's what I'm assuming.
When we have regressed to sitting on a podcast, staring at our phones, looking for sexual positions that nobody can see.
Spin
I'm
cycle.
playing Final Fantasy.
Spin cycle. It's when you have sex on top of a
Yeah.
like actually what?
It's really difficult if you're not tall enough.
Yeah.
I don't understand this problem.
I wasn't expecting you to.
Yeah, you tall people.
Tall.
There's a reason my bed is really high.
Sorry, you need to be tall and have at least a decent sized dick.
Damn it.
I think my bed actually is about the same height as a dryer.
That would explain why you couldn't do the arch position from the floor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the chair.
Oh yeah,
That's
you really
always
like the chair.
fun. That's always really fun.
The chair?
Yeah.
Suddenly I want to get
Like
out of
he'll
the chair.
sit on a chair.
That chair doesn't work for it.
He'll sit on a chair.
Good.
Yeah.
And then I face him.
Yeah, you just
on
ride
the
him.
chair.
You ride him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
like.
that's called the lap
Mhm.
dance. The stripper.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm flattered.
The glitter.
I know that's actually what it's called. The one that you're talking about is kind of like Gee Whiz, but further back.
Yeah.
That's almost the same thing though.
Head rush is also called waterfall, apparently.
Yeah. Or the
Only if you
shoulder
do it
roll.
right.
Man's best friend, also known as doggy style.
That's actually one of my least favorite positions.
The one
Like,
that
if
I
could
enjoy
avoid
is called
ever
the flat
doing doggy
iron.
style again, I probably would.
Water.
The flat iron.
I could
Oh,
avoid
flat iron.
ever doing
Yeah.
doggy style again, I probably
Downward
would.
dog is the other one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where your ass are just up.
I find it thoroughly unenjoyable. And way too much effort.
Some of these are really funny.
So if you want to fill up this podcast with dead air,
It's called edling.
Edling?
Edling.
Oh, okay, cool.
it's great, but you said you wanted to hit the 2-hour mark, which means we needed to go over. Just going over with dead air does not help you.
Sure it does.
So talk about why you're not masculine.
What?
Oh,
That's not on the board.
sorry. Read that topic wrong.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Which one did you? What?
Talk about why you're a masculine.
That wasn't a sentence, that was just laughs.
No, there was a sentence. Why are you a masculine female?
I guess that'd be because I'm a man with long hair.
A butch.
If you want to go that route.
Your hair is quite long. Reminds me of my brother's hair. His hair's long too. And also like curly.
I have ringlets.
Yeah, that's what he has too.
Yeah.
He
I
says
like-
he wants to cut it off, but my niece
Oh,
keeps telling him not to.
I'm very tempted a lot of times too, but then it's like you're gonna instantly regret it because it is who I am. It is more traditional. I'm a traditionalist. So.
Yeah, my brother's the same way. He has a beard too, like a big beard, and the long hair. And my niece was just like, "Don't cut it, because it'll make him look different, right?" And I think she's so used to him looking like that.
You're a traditionalist. Well, that's why you have long hair. By what tradition?
Traditionally, men had longer hair back in the day.
Back in what day?
Way back when. You also look throughout the cultures. A lot of men had long hair.
He's giving you this look like he's gonna just fucking rip into you in 10 seconds.
My go-to. Vikings.
The
They had
majority
long hair.
of Vikings actually didn't have long hair, and I can't believe I'm about to school you on fucking Vikings. It
I'm
became
not
a
saying
Norse
would-
mythology through drawings, but Viking warriors, which is tend to where you do,
Yeah.
has short hair, as most warriors and men, traditional men who stayed at home and worked the farmland and stuff like that, had long hair. Warriors, which is what you tend to be of, had short hair because long hair was a hindrance in battle.
Yes, and those who had it, you knew, were the better ones.
No.
Again, also with the beard. The beard was also a hindrance because you could grab that. So the ones who had it, you knew were better.
No. The beard was because it was fucking ice cold and you needed to keep your damn face warm.
No, but the beard was also
And
one
they
of the
didn't
hindrances.
really, back if we're going that far back, know the thing called razors.
Actually, they had a lot of tools.
I
Yeah,
said
they-
going far back. As soon as you had metal hair, you cut it off. It didn't matter how it looked. No one had a hairstyle.
Samurai. They had long hair. Top
Okay.
knot.
You're
Now
also
girls
talking
use
about
the top
completely different eras.
Yeah, I know, but it's still back in the day.
And this
across
is why
cultures.
He did. He started that off with across cultures.
Yeah.
Actually.
The
Greek.
Didn't Zeus have long hair?
Okay, you're talking about a fictional god.
yeah, you're talking about a god.
Actual Greeks.
Oh,
Actual Greeks. I had not really researched.
Nothing. They never. Long hair was a sign of weakness.
Pubes though weren't.
What? did we just get unneeded information about his pubes?
No, not mine. I'm saying Greeks.
No, you're traditional.
Just gonna point out here for a moment the concept of grooming yourself is not an ancient concept.
I'm not saying it is.
So I don't know what relevance that has.
It's just it's a random fact I know. It just came up.
That having long pubic hair
No,
was a
not
sign
long.
of
No, not long
Can
to
you
hair,
rate
but
us?
having a bush was
sign of being alive.
no. I forget the term and stuff, but it was
What?
compared to having a bush and not one. It was always a bush.
Yeah, because it was they're over 14 and not.
Anyways, off of pubes.
Hey, you went
Yeah, I
there.
know. I also hate the stereotype that fucking long hair on men is feminine.
No one said that stereotype.
A lot of people still have it that long hair is feminine.
I said no one here said that.
I know, but I'm just saying it.
I don't mind long hair. I've never dated a guy with long hair.
Do you want to?
Oh, Razor.
Oh, wow.
I went
Not
from
even to rapey.
yeah, I went from rape E
Raper.
to rape-er. That's a hardcore turn.
Well, you have to think about the comment. I've never dated a guy with long hair.
Do you want to?
Do you wanna?
Hey, I asked.
My,
He has a point.
that's for the date. They always ask first.
She says no, I'll
My
respect it.
favorite position? Any.
Anything. Seriously. Just do whatever you want of me.
I never said that.
Can I put
I'm
stuff
not-
in your butt?
No. It's an exit only.
You said anything.
Why? That's where the guy's
G-spot is, yes, I
G-spot
know.
is.
That's why, too. Another random fact I know.
Where the hell is this going? Why did you get like all perked up over this?
Because to me, it's actually very interesting. If you were to be fucked by a man in the ass, you would most likely come. Because it does end up hitting a spot. I'm not sure if it's the prostate or somewhere else. It actually physically makes you come. It's something you can't help.
Again, why the Greek culture, which is the very first sexually promiscuous culture, also had a lot of sex, like man-on-man
Yeah.
sex.
Did they
Because it
actually?
was...
Yeah, they did. They were big on it.
You know that...
Hercules
Putting it in the
had
ass?
a boy servant person with him who he was sexually involved with his entire travels. Never
Putting
came
it
up.
in the butt
Yeah.
is literally called Greek. That is what anal is. Its
What?
sexual
Hold on.
nickname is doing it Greek.
I just have to point out, in high school, we had a speaker, $1 Million Man, like the actual wrestler.
Ted DiBiase?
Yep, he spoke at our high school. Our high school had to issue an apology for him because his views were that the rise of homosexualities was creating the same thing it did in Greece, where it created the fall of an empire.
Having sex in the butt with the same sex did
He
not
said that
lead to the fall.
to a high school.
See, now here's where that's interesting. Okay, so obviously the fact that homosexuality existed was not the fall of an empire because there was nothing wrong. Love is love. However, part of Julius Caesar's and Brutus's like entire thing that created the fall of the empire did have to do with Julius Caesar's male lover. So it's not completely inaccurate, just probably inaccurate to the way he was meaning it to come across as like
the way it
death
came
to
out.
gays, which is a no.
Yeah.
Because he was putting emphasis and purpose on the actual just homosexuality.
And then he probably moved to Texas.
North Texas.
Damn cunts.
But yeah, our school issued an apology for him.
Unbelievable! Wow.
And that's where you look at it and it's funny. And here we're gonna go really taboo here. The Greek culture, everything was around a very, very long time before a certain book and a certain religion happened to start existing.
That one.
On the face of this earth. And everyone's saying that, you know, now is the rise of homosexuality and blah, 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 blah. There was a point in time where the majority of the world, homosexuality was the actual norm. Wives in ancient Greece at one point were actually only used for childbirth. Now, to be fair, that is because at one point in time, a long time around the world, wives were basically, or women were not considered, you know, people.
They were just things.
And that is wrong. But I mean, they were actually elevated to a lot higher statuses in Greek.
In older times.
As so were gay and homosexual people. And then all of a sudden, certain religions started coming about and really patting it down. And then all of a sudden, women didn't become people and homosexuality was wrong and blah, blah, blah. And I mean, like, Canada didn't vote to make women actual legal people until 1920. Like, in Canada, women have not been considered people for 100 years yet, which is just mind-blowing.
Do you keep saying Greek, but meaning Rome?
It was both. The Greek and Roman
They're
cultures...
almost one hand in hand.
Like, Greece and Roman cultures were so similar.
Yeah.
Like, even their deity structure...
Yeah, their gods are the
was
same.
The exact fucking same with different names. Now, yes, it was, because Greece still exists. Rome got, fallen.
Ish.
Whatever, we're not arguing those historical facts.
I found you in a meme.
Like him, literally
Reaper.
him?
No, like not literally, but
I was to say.
But the caption is me trying to flirt, and then the guy is like, "So do you like cheese?"
No,
cheese.
No,
is delicious.
That implies he's talking to someone.
And if it did, it would be me trying to flirt. So do you like Mexican decapitation?
No. First question.
In any sexual position at all.
No. First question. Steak knife or machete? Well, let me tell you about
this time where I randomly sat in a room in the dark, sharpening my knives, while people were in the room right in front of me, creeped the fuck out.
Trying to get as far away as they could.
One of them who had recently flirted with me, and I didn't even realize it. And then she didn't want to anymore.
That's who else was there.
You don't really?
When I told the story the other day, I was trying to remember who the other person in the room was.
How often does this story get told?
Actually, a lot. Because he tells it really well, I don't. So I'm like, well, you tell the story. You tell it quite well.
Because how do you tell the story? You don't know, because you were all angry, brooding, sitting in a dark room, sharpening knives.
I still remember it all.
Well, the rest, you don't remember the fear.
No, because I wasn't outside in the fear. I was creating the fear.
I had to sleep there that night.
Well, did you sleep?
No, I think that the girl who was flirting with you, I took back to my room, pounded, then went back to her dorm room after and pounded because you clearly weren't getting the message.
At least I have my knives.
Which, in retrospect, probably wasn't the most brilliant idea. In case he had picked up on it. Shink. When you coming home? I don't know when. You'll be in pieces then. You know I'm gonna have a good Mexican decapitation then.
Got this camera.
Actually, it will be really well because it'll be nice and sharp. Just nice quick one.
One fell swoop.
But if I was to do it, it'd be a sword though, not a knife.
Not helping your case.
Actually, it would depend on how personal I would want it to get. A knife is more personal compared to a sword.
Alright, can we, choose a different subject before he gets arrested for publishing this podcast?
You people aren't stopping me, so...
So...
How do we want to end this?
Me and my friends were, we were sitting around, we were doing a podcast last night. We finished it. One of my friends ended up on the national watch list.
He's now on the run. No, I'd probably be caught
We
quite
call him
easily.
rapey.
And then raper.
You're welcome.
You should probably never connect to the internet again.
Oh, shit, I need him for my stream.
But you can watch us live playing streaming killing games at
Twitch.tv.Rosca Tyrant. No,
Twitch.tv/Rosca Tyrant.
hurry.
Get it right.
There'll be a link in the description.
He's the tyrant.
Yes.
He will do something tyranty to your ass.
Yeah, he's not a top, he's a bottom.
Oh, trust me. He's a top.
Well, that's because you're the bottom.
I thought that was implied with the, oh, trust me, he's the top.
Well, in your relationship, but not in ours.
Do you even know what relationships are anymore?
Shut up.
And they
Anyways.
What position? Any.
Yes, okay, we get it.
Reverting to virgin. Reverting to
Shut up! We're gonna end this now, so thanks for joining us again. If you did, if you stayed through the entire thing, well done. I will actually put links to everyone's Twitches and streams in
Personal projects?
Yeah, in the description below this time.
Except mine.
Yeah. Yes, except yours, but you're not associated with us.
Yeah, yours is better off not listed.
Though I will probably be appearing on some Rosca Tyrant streams for some video games.
Because I might not be in them anymore. We'll have to see.
Gonna hear him get fucking picked up on stream.
Woo! Sir, get on the ground!
You're gonna be the guy. You're gonna be streaming, and everyone's gonna think it's a joke that someone called the SWAT, pulled the SWAT team joke on you or something like that. And it's gonna be for fucking real.
Especially since it's only audio too, because it's only his video and my audio. So
you actually appear on video? You?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You?
I can broadcast from either my webcam if I'm streaming from the PC.
Oh no! It wasn't the fact that you don't have the technological
it's just for the fact that you're
requirements.
actually.
It's you feeling comfortable enough to not only talk about the game you're playing, but have people looking at you.
So far, there really hasn't been.
Yeah, we've
people.
had 4.
Two other, maybe. Yeah.
What you really don't know, it was me from 4 different accounts. Just to make you
Well,
feel
one of
better.
our
All right,
friends
settle
has a
down there,
double.
Kevin.
Yeah, one of our friends actually does have a double account that watches, just to give us the views. But yeah, thank you, Eagles, for joining us in this wonderful adventure.
Oh, it was a pleasure.
Yes.
I'll consider coming back again.
Hopefully you don't die.
If we do, don't look for me.
Depends on what diseases I get from the strange tang I'm going out to get.
And I'm pretty sure we'll have the peanut gallery again at some
Yeah.
point in time.
Can't
If
really
we keep
avoid
doing it in his living room.
Yeah.
Doing it in your living room. Sweet!
Yeah.
It's so close to the pretzel.
Yeah. No, that's a reverse 69.
No, that's just called ear fucking.
They're all sweaty. Ew.
Surprise! Balls are sweating.
Stop it. Get out of here.
Sniff them.
Get out of here with your smelly balls.
His name is Rapey.
No, it's raper now. Remember, it's been changed.
Raper. I prefer raper.
I wish you could.
Wow. So that speaks about you.
What? I have some certain fantasies that need to be.
I don't understand that fantasy, but we're not going to go on that because this is the end. So bye.
Thank you.